cover some ground before we stop. What happened last time on the Humble Buddies?
Hmm.
TM, TM, TM.
TM, TM, TM.
A few of us acquired some new equipment and or supplies. We got in touch with, shoot, I always forget the name. Nari? No. Who did we get in touch with? Sapphire. Get in touch
Sapphire.
with Sapphire.
Yes.
Um, and with her help, we have now like through like I think it was like a portal through the earth or something. We ended up in a what seemed to be like a space with a like crystal formation, which through a I think it was either singing or through a flute, we were able to figure out how
It
to
was
we were essentially using like the wavelengths or like the resonance from the crystals. We were able to match it, and that teleported us once again into what seemed to be a illusionary barn. And I believe that the big like zinger was as soon as we opened the barn, we saw Quill. And that was like the big like, oh my gosh.
right.
Oh, because we would like as in Quill in the place that we met Quill. Like we had been
Back in Bracken.
No.
Brackenmill.
Yeah, Bracken Mill.
Mhm.
Brackenmill Quill.
That
Hilarious.
I just remember from last time I made a connection to oh it's like Back to the Future as we like went back in time, but I don't know.
Cute.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you are in that moment, Mrs. Q being the one to open up the barn door, the best way that it could be described or the best way that you could perceive it, these like very wide wooden planks, kind of the smell of dust, the smell of soil, freshly churned soil, the smell of like fresh cut grass almost seeping through as Mrs. Q opens the barn door, taking a moment as your eyes adjust to this bright sunlight as you look out onto the perch of Bracken Mill, very similar to what you remember when you were actually there. You see the copse of trees behind you with some of the shops hanging in the boughs of the trees, some of the shops on the ground, kind of circling around in a semicircle, almost a full circle around the main town square, something in the middle of the circle that you're having a hard time making out as your eyes adjust to the sunlight. Um, as you see Quill kind of trotting up to you, waving emphatically. Rosemary, it's so good to see you. What are you doing in the barn? Why didn't you just come in? We're always happy to see you're back. All of you are back. It's wonderful to have you back here. We've missed you in your absence. Thank you. Come on, come out of. Why are you in the barn with the gardening tools? That's a strange place to be. Come. We've been waiting for your return. What would you guys like to do? If anything, as your eyes kind of adjust in this moment.
Mhm.
Well,
Yes? Pushes up the glasses on his nose.
um
Sir Basil on the side would just kind of like just walk up to him and just kind of like give him a poke.
Yeah, you poke something solid. You actually like feel him go, oh, didn't see you there. Sorry, sir. My apologies.
Sir Basil's gonna say, how is this possible?
Quill, how long has it been since we left?
Well, let's see. You received the call from Alderheart, I guess a few weeks ago, and you went to the Great Tree City. You said you'd be not too long, but a call from the council is very important, and we understand when you, Rosemary, and all of you, of course, all of you, but especially you, Rosemary, and Basil, the captain of our guard, We understand when you have to leave, and we've been counting down the days until your return. It's a sacred day. It's a wonderful day.
What day
Basil,
is it?
Basil, are you the captain of the guard?
Was that just a out of game? Was that like a intentional thing that Quill said, or was that just a mistake on your part?
You pick. I don't make mistakes.
uh, Sir Basil will kind of just look at you, Aurora, and shake his head, being no, um, he's not captain of the guard, but he works very closely with the guard, but he's not captain.
Are you saying that?
No, he's just so you will all hear Rory ask, but Basil will kind of just give her a look, and just shake his head, like really slightly, no. And his eyes will kind of like be a little wide, being like, "This something is amiss here. Something's very wrong here."
Oh, guys, this isn't real. He's a loser, Ree. He's an illusion.
Oh dear, you must be exhausted. Oh my goodness, you must be so tired. You
I punched him in the face.
make an attack roll.
Hey, look, he's not real. That's a 19 plus.
That's sorry, I have a stiff walk up. Give me 2 seconds.
Plus strength, right? It's just an
It's
unarmed
an unarmed
punch.
attack, so it's your strength.
Yeah, it's just 19. It's plus 0.
So a 19?
Yeah.
Confirm. I think it hits. Yes, it hits. Are you trying to do damage, or are you trying to stun? What are you trying to do here?
I don't know. I just show that it's not real.
You think it's not real as your fist connects with the side of Quill's face.
Okay.
And there's like an instant, no matter how strong you are, punching someone in the jaw is going to hurt. So your fist kind of stings a second, as Quill kind of backs up and
Hey, Park.
oh, it's truly okay. I feel like you all need to rest. That's maybe, did you come in last night and you just saw the first building? You got quite a right hook there, Mr. Apoc. Goodness gracious.
I can check again, but I swear this isn't real.
I don't think that's the best method. Clearly. Quill, can you?
Apoc, did you roll damage?
No, but I could.
You're trying to damage him, roll damage.
Is an unarmed attack just your strength?
I don't know.
I think it's
I
right. I
think-
don't.
Yeah. It might just be 1 point.
It's
I can look at what unarmed is in
Yeah,
my
yeah,
sheet.
I thought it was just your
Yeah, I think
Strength.
it is.
one or something like that.
Strength plus
Yeah.
1, which should just be 1.
Okay.
One.
So you see a tiny little piece of broken skin from where you're, as 1 point of damage goes to Quill, and he kind of like mops it up and twitches his nose and his whiskers. But it's absolutely nothing to worry. You know what? Maybe you need to go and have a drink at the cafe, grab some coffee, maybe grab something. I'm sure that you'll be taken care of. You can also go to, if you're looking for a tincture just to get like up and running a little quickly. I mean, the coffee shop would do that too, but just come on, get settled. We're gonna have a feast tonight. It's gonna be wonderful, but Sir Basil, you might want to check in with your men at the barracks. I know they've been trying to hold down the fort. They've been doing a good job, but I know they have a few reports for you. We've just been waiting for you to come back. But please come, and you see Quill kind of skirt around Apoc a little bit, as he tries to shuttle you closer in.
I mean, can you do something? Can you like prevent this, Mrs. Q?
Quill. Mrs. Q turns to Quill, says, Quill, wait.
Yes, Rosemary. Anything.
Do you remember the march that we took up to the Great Pass in the mountains?
Of course. We would never forget here.
There was something we saw when we were there. Do you remember what it was? Something special.
Now, does Andrea remember is the question here.
Okay.
Essentially, to explain what I'm trying to do here is there's something only Quill would actually know. And if this is an illusion, the illusion will not know the answer.
Understood.
Yeah.
So Andrea's gonna take a guess.
That's fine.
DM's never wrong.
Well, Rosemary, if you're talking about when Henry granted you that, and these are just, he points to his own stone around his neck. Excuse me. If you're talking about that, of course I remember. It's gospel here. Of course I remember. Of course I was there. I wouldn't forget.
And because I know I'm for the record, I'm 100% making up this story. So I don't. This is
That's fine.
Would that be the correct answer?
If so, out of character, like out of game for a second, Quill would give you the answer that you are looking for. He was there. He saw what you are trying to fish from him. He was there. He would never forget.
Okay.
I just love this exchange of somebody who doesn't know the answer asking for the answer to a question that the
Yeah.
person
Just
else.
I'll go ahead and roll an insight check, Mrs. Q. Excuse me, that's actually how it should have gone, is an insight check instead.
Yeah, my
That's on
apologies.
me,
Not
sorry
very
about
clear.
that.
Where are we?
It's been a while since I've had to dig into the backstories of everybody.
15.
A 15.
Yeah.
You get the sense that, like, A, this is what you were expecting, but you also get conviction. I was there. Quill was there. I would never forget. There's conviction under that.
Okay. Thank you, Quill. I think maybe a strong cup of tea is in order for me and my buddies here.
Yes,
We'll,
of course.
Catch up with you soon.
Mhm. Throughout that
Yes, well-
entire conversation exchange, Sir Basil has not taken his eyes off Quill and has his one hand like on the handle of his sword. Just this is wrong.
Quill, can I say, I know I haven't said anything yet. It's great to see you. It's been a
Of
bit.
course.
And I like hug.
Oh, you would like to hug me?
Well, if I haven't seen any friends in a while, I usually tend to give them a hug. I'm a hugger.
I don't think I knew that about you, but just watch the
Yeah,
bills.
I'll
back
make sure.
here.
So I want to
Yeah.
go over and hug, and then give Quill a quick peck on the cheek.
Okay.
As like a friendly Italian greeting, if you will.
Sure.
But I want to kiss where the little cut of blood was to see if I can taste the blood.
To see if you can taste the blood.
Yeah, does it taste like actual blood?
Oh.
Are you trying to be sneaky about this in any way, or?
Well, I'm gonna be very
It's like
well, I'm gonna be pretty performative. Like I give him a big hug and like we're super friendly and like just give a quick kiss, but like I'm
Okay.
trying to be like somewhat sneaky about it too.
Okay. Okay.
My intentions are sneaky, my actions are not.
Yes, understood. So go ahead and make a
Sleight of tongue.
sleight of tongue.
Light of tongue. That's the episode name right there.
Go ahead and make a performance check, Aurora, and depending on how that goes, we'll see.
Okay. All right, 11.
11. So Quill's very much caught off guard as you go to hug him, and with the kiss, he almost kind of like pulls away, almost unexpectedly, just unsure where this is going. So if you are going to try and take a lick, then I'm going to need a I guess it would be sleight of hand check.
Okay.
But sleight of tongue, yes, haha.
So-
Let's go.
Yeah, you taste the blood.
That's a dirty, or no, it's a natural 20 plus 0, 20.
Oh, it's still dirty.
You taste the blood as you go in for a little lick, a little pet.
Does it taste hedge?
Does it taste hedge?
Yeah.
Um, Based on your knowledge and your background, especially in your father's line of work, um, there's an iron to it. You don't get the sense that different blood tastes different across humble folk, so tastes like hedge, tastes like every humble folk.
Okay.
Tastes like your own blood, which you've tasted quite a few times.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. He kind of like straightens his tunic a little, pushes his glasses up and kind of adjusts the stone necklace around his neck. Okay, so obviously you all know where you're going, so I'll catch up with you later, okay? Just come and find me if you need anything, but it's good to have you back. This is a very, very special occasion, a sacred day, and we'll have to celebrate later. But get some rest, okay? As he kind of shuffles backwards a little, gives one more little wave and turns and shuffles off.
Mhm.
Mrs. Q turns to the group. Something is off. But if Quill isn't Quill, then he wouldn't have been able to answer my question.
Whatever that thing is, it cannot be Quill. It dishonors his memory by wearing his face like that. What if this is in fact an illusion, then there is something seriously wrong here.
It tasted pretty real to me.
From where we are, Sapphire's not with us, right? Or is Sapphire still with us?
No, Sapphire's not with you.
Okay.
We know we're in this weird crystal thing, right? Like you guys haven't forgotten that?
No.
The only question is, why would the crystal send us here to this time? Essentially here.
No, wait, no. We're in the crystal. This is all fake. Right? I mean, I saw it with the amulet. I
But
turned
why,
this thing
but
on. I
why
can
is
see the
this
crystal.
distinct moment?
I don't know. Maybe it's maybe she's just trying to fuck with us.
Because this is before Quill turned on us. This is before Quill stole Mrs. Q's amulet. This is before everything went down
I
bad.
mean,
This feels
might
like a-
be
Sorry, go ahead.
just saying this. You might be saying the same thing, but this might just try to be like a prison, right? They're just trying to keep us here.
Hmm.
I was wondering if it was some kind of alternate outcome if something had been different. I
Maybe.
feel like we need more information.
Did Sapphire say that? Is okay? Sorry. Is the one we're looking for Nari? That's the one.
Yeah, I think it's Nari.
Did Sapphire say that Nari was here in this crystal?
This is where we tracked her, right?
Yeah. Well, no, she told us come get me.
Hmm.
Right.
Because we got wasn't a letter, was it? Was it a message?
It was through Quill, corrupted Quill, the slime Quill.
Slime Quill.
She
Let's put it
spoke
right.
through him.
Yeah. So, I mean, she probably got all of Quill's memories. Whatever Quill knew, this
Yeah.
thing knows.
So if that is wow. This is bending my brain a little bit this evening. Would it be advisable to play along with this illusion?
I think so. Perhaps we look for weak points, things that don't make sense, or we ask questions about Nari, see if we can get anyone to crack. There has to be a weak point to this illusion.
But let her think that we've bought it.
It might be too late for that.
True.
You did kind of punch him in the face.
Are you able to sense any, like, if Nari is here, then I assume that that would be an immense amount of magical energy.
To hold the illusion.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, we're in like this is all magic, right? Everything around us is magic.
But comparatively, would Nari's magic stand out?
It's a good question.
Yeah. Wait, does anybody have locate person?
I'm just looking.
Should we go see how deep this rabbit hole goes?
Yeah. I mean, worst case scenario, I can always turn the amulet on again and see if there's a way out. But we can humor it.
I do have locate creature.
You could try it. Do you, what are the
Describe a name or a creature that is familiar to you. That's the direction of the creature's location as long as that creature is within 1,000 feet.
Could possibly do something similar, but it's limited, and yes, it's only a one time 1,000 feet. Up to you, Mrs. Q.
I think if we're going to do it, we need to probably get into town center so that we have the best radius. We're kind of in the garden shed right now. Is that right?
Mm-hmm. Or we're by the garden shed.
Is there like farm implements and stuff in the garden shed?
Yes, it's very much a garden shed. You have your like spades, your hoes, your rakes, everything, both in hand size and like a little bit bigger, and then like full person sized. You
Right.
also see like bags of soil and compost and terracotta pots and everything.
Any level ups in there?
Nope.
Okay. All right.
Try
All right. I'll grab a hoe.
it.
Let's go, APOC.
Oh dang.
There it is.
Yeah, I assume like following Mrs. Q's lead, we'll just head to the center of town, I guess.
All right, so as you kind of walk out of this shed, and head towards the center of town, again, Bracken Mill looks the way you remember it looking. Some minor changes here and there, a few things that kind of stand out as you move. There are a few like buildings and shops that you don't quite remember there. Aurora, it instantly catches your attention. You see a Winter's Bucks, I think is what we had decided on.
Yep.
In this beautiful, like scrolling golden green kind of marquee lighting almost. In one of the branches, so not at the ground level, in one of the branches, in one of the boughs. It looks like there's like a little bit of a lineup to get in, but the line's moving pretty quickly, and you can hear some music from a few shops playing and kind of overlapping one another, but it's still a nice little melody. You can see what that one thing that you didn't see before in Bracken Mill is you see at the ground what looks to be more of a fortified structure, the outside labeled as the kind of town hall and barracks. And you do see a heavier presence of perch guard, both humble folk and bird folk that did not used to exist in the Bracken Mill you remember from before.
Hmm.
You see a shop very much akin to a little Build-A-Bear. You see what looks to be a mother servant with a tiny little child kind of walking in, the child excitedly pointing to something that they see in the window as they move in. You see in the distance, kind of just outside of this copse of trees, a pocket catches your attention as you sort of start to smell ripening fruit. As you see what looks like a fruit orchard with a little hut just on the corner. Some smoke kind of wafting from the hut itself, looking very, very warm and cozy. You also get the smell of some like cinnamon, nutmeg coming from that direction. And as you move closer to the center of this semicircle, that thing that was in the middle that you couldn't quite make out, as you blink your eyes a little bit, the closer you walk to it, Mrs. Q, it kind of strikes you as you are looking face to face with a larger than life statue of yourself.
Oh my.
As you come kind of right to the foot of this statue in the center of this town. I would like everyone to make a perception check. As you...
Guys, you cool if I like just step into the Winter's Bucks for a quick sec?
By all means, keep your eyes open.
You grab me an apple cider?
All right, I rolled a 5 to perception.
You roll a 5 to perception, okay. What you would notice, Aurora, is that Bracken Mill was hustling and bustling when you were there. This is where you met these guys in Bracken Mill. It was hustling and bustling. Here, it's even more so, but you notice a little bit with a 5, like their clothing is a little bit more conservative. It's a little bit more covered. Everyone's got those necklaces. Yeah, you remember that. But it's almost a little more like everyone kind of smells a little bit of like freshly churned soil. And you can see what you didn't notice before, but gardens kind of all around, gardens with little green leaves as you make your way towards the Winter's Bucks.
11.
Perception, 11. Basil?
10.
Mrs. Q?
17.
So as the three of you approach that statue of Mrs. Q in the center, all three of you notice that kind of around the statue Mrs. Q neck, it is, first and foremost, it's a spitting image, down to the whiskers on her nose and the like scalloped edge around her petticoat and her apron. You can even see where there's been almost a few little burn marks in her apron. You can see the chain, the stone on the cord around her neck, and you actually see kind of 3 divots in the stone itself. So if you think of like a larger crystal stone, there's 3 little divots, one at the top, one in the middle, and one at the bottom. With a 17, Mrs. Q, you do see that this is kind of glowing pink a little bit. You see the faintest glow of pink in these divots. With a 17, you also see, you're kind of enraptured with this statue for a second, but you also see a figure kind of flitting. They stand out. Their motions are very jerky. They're dark. They're kind of cloaked with the hood up, which is very different from some of the folks that you've been seeing so far. As you see them running from the last little hut in the semicircle, kind of towards the statue and kind of flitting in behind it as you are on one side and they are on the other. Aurora, we'll get to you in a second. I just want to know what these guys are doing.
So to clarify, this person was moving in a really jerky manner and is now hiding behind the statue on the other side of us?
You noticed as you were walking up, you saw that it's not far. It's maybe like 15, 20 feet for them to kind of run, tuck, and roll behind the statue as you were approaching. So you guess that they're just around the other side as you approached. The rest of you didn't notice as you
So Basil's just looking up at the statue being like, wow.
Did I get the impression that they were intentionally trying to hide themselves from us?
With the 17, the jerkiness of the motion, it was unusual. You can make an insight check. It'll be a little difficult to try and figure that piece out. And please just jump in if you guys want to do anything.
That
Okay?
is a dirty 20.
You get the sense that they are trying to hide. You're not sure why they came towards you. Maybe it's not you that they're trying to hide from.
Okay. How big is the like plinth on which this statue stands?
So the plinth itself is like 10 feet diameter. The statue, it does not take up the full 10 feet. It's a little bit smaller. But the plinth is only maybe 2 feet up off the ground. Like you can walk onto the plinth and touch your tummy, essentially is how it is. Your statue's tummy, sorry.
In my mind, this statue was like 50 feet tall. It was like
It's not that tall. No. What's a good example? It's not that tall. Like kids could theoretically climb to the top of this.
Gotcha.
like a playground and a half
We're
kind of
not
thing.
talking like maman.
We're not talking maman. We're talking like APOC. If your fleas helped you rise up a little bit, you could touch like the stone on Mrs. Q's neck or her like snout.
Funny, because that's exactly what I want to do.
Okay.
I want to get up to where like those 3 like divots are and the stones, yeah, and see if I can discern anything from up there.
Make an investigation check.
Investigation. Come on. Nope. Yeah, that was a 5.
5.
Yep.
Being this close up, you do see that they are glowing pink now.
Okay.
With a 5, the one thing that I'll give you is that they're intentional.
What?
They're not like a mistake in the carving or anything. It's intentional. It's smooth edged. Mrs. Q, were you doing something?
Mrs. Q turns to Basil, who I'm assuming we're all sort of standing close.
So Basil's
Says,
just like,
would you do me a favor and walk to the back of the statue going the right direction and I will go the left? I think there's someone there.
someone suspicious?
Perhaps.
Very well. And he'll just like hand on his handle, just ready for anything, and he'll kind of like not in a quick way, but like because he doesn't want to draw suspicion, but like he'll walk around the statue.
And Mrs. Q walks the other direction so that
Judge. Yeah, so as you both do, so as you both go, Basil, as you poke your head around one side and Mrs. Q, you poke around the other, you both see this kind of hunched figure on one knee, kind of almost ready to move. Basil, you see the back of this figure. Mrs. Q, you see the front. And you see a hooded Corvum female with a little bit of, like a little splash of white around her nose. You see her kind of like grabbing onto something on her belt. She looks a little worse for wear. You see some feathers disheveled on her cheeks. There's actually a bare spot where she's picked her feathers clean. As she is kind of like looking over one shoulder, didn't realize that you were there, looks back and locks eyes with you. You recognize the face of Arna Zogma, the helper who used to be with Basil's parents and with Lavender. As she locks eyes with you and you lock eyes with her, Basil, you see the back of her, so you don't actually see her face.
Okay.
She looks at you, and you see her grip tighten on whatever she's holding onto on her belt. She looks at Mrs. Q.
Mrs. Q. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she goes, "Are you real?" And we're going to cut over to Aurora.
Ooh.
Cool.
What are you doing, Rory?
So I'm gonna walk into Winter's Bucks. I don't know if there's a lineup or not, but just kind of checking out the place. Curious if it smells like most Winter Bucks smell. You know, like when you walk in, you get the aroma of the little the barista or barista bar. Get
Smells
some.
like art degrees.
Oh,
Wow.
not wrong, but not didn't need to say it. If there's a line, I'll wait in line. If not, I'll go up to order some drinks. Looking at the menu.
Yeah, so a couple things. As you enter, first and foremost, yes, it smells amazing. It smells better than any Winter's Bucks you've ever smelled.
Suspicious.
The coffee is fresh. You can smell like the pumps of vanilla going into the espressos and into the drinks. I don't know what you put vanilla in. Um, there's like one other person in line. They're just getting their drinks, and you see one barista behind the bar. You see the back of them first. They're very Vulcan-esque. You can see kind of like long, like like if you were to draw a cartoon fox, you can see
Yeah.
the
Oh,
cartoon edges.
for sure.
with
Winter's Bucks only hires Vulpins. That tracks.
Yeah. Yeah. And as you are kind of walking up to the counter, like the scents filling your nostrils of fresh spices, fresh like sea salts, even mochas and chocolates. As you go to place your order, you turn and you are face to face with a um, very kind of like red furred Vulpin with little tips of white. As you recognize, it's been a very long time, but you realize you are looking into the face of a teenage Maitland.
Dang.
No.
Whoa! I didn't know you were back in town. When did you get in?
Uh, just recently.
It's like you were gone for like weeks. I was beginning to give up on you, sis. I don't know. He kind of comes around and gives you a big hug.
Oh, I hug right back, and like tears are like definitely welling up. Like I'm glassy eyed.
Hey, hey, come on. It says I didn't put that much cinnamon and stuff today. Come on, you're fine.
It's okay. Just didn't expect the vanilla. How are
Yeah,
you
I don't know.
doing?
These hipsters like vanilla now. What's that?
How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I mean, it's been like, I don't know, 3, 4 weeks since you left. You didn't really send a letter or anything like that. So, like,
Hmm.
I had no idea. But, Poppy came by. So that was kind of nice. Vesper
Okay.
wasn't with him. He said that she was still up at the armory back in Alderheart.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been holding the fort. It's been good.
Okay. You look taller. Like you have a little growth spurt in the last couple weeks, or
Well, I've been hitting the bows with some of my friends, and we've been doing some workouts here and there. I was hoping for buff, but like tall, I could take tall. Tall's
and then
good.
I like do like the little feel of the muscles. Yeah, it's pretty good, little bro.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. See, I can do like the flip with the vanilla. See now, watch, watch, watch. And he does like a really bad kind of bartender style flip with the vanilla and doesn't quite catch it, but almost.
Can I
Work in progress.
bardic inspiration?
Sure, mark it off.
Yes. No, it's like you can do it, Maitland. You can do it.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I'm a
Actually,
little
I don't even have bardic inspiration anymore. Never mind.
I'm a little sore from the workout yesterday. Like I'll try it later. But yeah, what do you just want the usual?
Well, I was taking a look at the menu, and there's some. Well, I've got some friends I was gonna get some drinks for, but I
Yeah.
didn't expect to see you here. I don't know.
But I own this place. What do you mean you weren't expecting to see me here?
I didn't. I
Where
didn't.
would I
Re-
go?
I didn't realize you owned this one.
I've been here for like, are you okay?
Yeah. No. It's
5 years.
no, for sure. There's like 3 franchises here in Brackenmill, and I thought I was at a different one. It's okay. I'm good to see you.
Hmm. You've acted weirder. So you said your friends, is that like General Basil and everybody like that? Do they want the usual?
Yeah, General Basil. I think he's trying to cut down on the caffeine a little bit.
Oh, no way.
Yeah,
Drinks
I was
hot.
I was hoping to get him a techie root chai.
Going for the chai, eh?
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, yeah, yeah.
Um,
And what about your boy toy? What does he want this time?
well, I think he was just looking for his usual an apple cider alderhardo.
Okay. Yeah, no sweat. I'm not gonna lie though, I did use quite a oh, it keeps crashing. Shoot. I did use quite a bit of cinnamon this time, so is
Oh,
he gonna be good with that or no?
he loves the cinnamon touch.
Perfect. Okay,
Yeah.
great.
Quick question.
Yeah.
Like, do you think it's gonna last?
The cinnamon?
No, APOC.
Well, I don't know. I mean, ever since you kind of took up residence up at the Avium, it's been a little like hot and cold sort of vibes.
Yeah, well,
It's like I'm
you
not
know me
really
better than
sure.
anybody else. Just like, is he a good match for me? Good fit?
You seem like a stand-up dude. Do you not like him anymore? I
Well,
like him a lot. We get along great.
but
Sometimes he even joins me for my workouts.
do you think Poppy likes him?
Mm, I mean, I haven't actually seen them together. I haven't really been to Elderheart in a while, and Poppy
Hmm.
only comes to visit every so often. So,
Okay.
if he didn't like him, I'd be actually kind of surprised. Does he know what Poppy does? Because I'm almost more worried about that. You know, like
Yeah.
I've told a couple girls, and like it hasn't gone over well. So like, just something to consider.
Okay. I'll keep that. I'll keep that.
As um as Maitland kind of turns to go and start making the drinks you recommended, you almost see the world around you kind of go into bullet time a little bit as you hear a voice in your head. Isn't this the life you wanted? So wonderful to have him back. With that book, we can bring him back. Choose wisely. We'll cut back over to the other group.
Perfect. I love that.
Dang,
I love that.
that's crazy.
Whew.
Uh,
All right, guys. What are you guys doing?
Um, so Anna had asked me, am I real?
So Basil's behind, but hasn't approached. He's like just still. Maybe he's trying to make eye contact with Mrs. Q of like, what should we do?
Yeah, as you are face to face, Mrs. Q, Basil, you hear the voice. I'm gonna say make a quick insight check for me. You can hear Arna say this, but
Okay.
you have no idea who this crouched figure is. You
Yeah.
just see Mrs. Q.
Okay.
Is she hungry?
Maybe.
That's a 13.
13. You know, I'm gonna say that that's enough. So as you hear, are you real? Something kind of tickles in the back of your mind, and it takes you a hot second before you recognize the accent as Arna's. But Mrs. Q, she is deadlocked, set on your face.
Mhm. Can Sir Basil, because if I remember correctly, she's kneeling, correct?
She's kind of like on one knee, on one foot, as if she could spring up quite quickly,
Okay.
but she is crouched right now.
Can Sir Basil from behind grab her and kind of like pull her cloak back to like reveal her face?
Sure. So go ahead and make an unarmed strike if you're just trying to grab at
Strike. Okay. Oh, jeez. That's an 8. Terrible roll so far.
An 8. As you go to spring up and grab, you miss the hood. Unfortunately, you kind of tuck and roll just enough to land next to Mrs. Q. As Arna sort of springs back a little bit, standing to her full height now, and you see that she's pulled out a dagger. As she kind of sits for a second, recognizing you, takes one more half step back. Are you two real? I need to know. You see the missing feathers on her face now. You see the disheveled. You see where she's almost like an open wound on her neck. And she's heavy breathing, kind of like shoulder down.
Sort
You
of.
real or not?
Yes. Yes, we are. What the hell is this?
I don't
Why are
know.
you here?
Why are you here?
Anna, we're definitely more real than anything else in this place. How did you get here?
Can you prove it? Prove it. Prove to me that you're real. Everything else is fake, I think.
We believe you.
How can we prove it?
You see her kind of think. There was someone in your group who was like my sister, right?
Yes.
What elements did they represent?
But as a Basil will just look at Mrs. Q whether or not he thinks we should reveal this, but I assume you say yes, and we will say
Oh, yes, you are there. Bill.
What?
From where we are and where Epoch would be, like, would we see
Did we see
Epoch? We
you?
going, no, no.
Oh, you actually went
I'm
up
up.
to look at the
I'm up.
stone.
Am I within earshot of this? Like him asking, should we reveal?
It's been 2 rounds, so yeah, you would be if you
Yeah.
want.
So I guess you would have probably seen Basil try and grab this person, completely like miss, and then he's just like yelling like, "What is this? Like, who are you?
Yeah.
Yes, for real." I don't know.
What are you doing?
I don't trust them.
You have a point.
Do you trust them?
How
Do
can
you know what's
we?
going on here? I can tell you what's going on here if you're real.
Admittedly, we feel the same level of trepidation towards you at this moment. Are you?
Sorry, I missed that, Mrs. Q. Can you repeat? Are you?
Are you real?
I am real. I've been stuck in here for weeks, I think.
How did you get in here?
Make a persuasion check.
Dude, this is
Be persuasive.
yeah, but it's +0 for me. So
Okay, we'll roll well.
Ugh. 15.
Bad.
Okay. I was tracking my brother because he vanished again, and he told me where he was going to be, so I followed him. I didn't know that Evie followed me. And now she's missing since we got in here, and I can't get out because all of these people aren't here for me. And Evie's gone.
So
I'm
Evie,
really here.
sorry, I missed that last bit.
Are you really here?
You see us, don't you?
I see all of this. Doesn't mean it's real. Doesn't mean you came from the outside.
How did you get on the into the inside?
That's a good question.
It's a
Tell me exactly how you got here.
it's a Make another persuasion check.
That's a 1.
Boy.
Oh boy.
Screw you guys.
Wait, 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 wait. If you guys want, I can verify this, but that's 2 out of 3 charges. I can only use this thing 2 more times, but it'll let me see.
Instead of persuading her, can I intimidate her?
You're gonna have to, you already rolled for this round. If you're gonna try intimidating her, tell me what you're doing.
Um,
As she takes like another half step back from you.
he'll take a half step forward, just maintaining the distance, and he'll say,
We're gonna lean in.
um, something along the lines of, "You have a lot of questions for us, with and while offering no real answers to as well. Um, I've had about enough of this. Um, tell me how you got into this place."
Okay. Go ahead and make an intimidation check.
Okay. Uh, oof, a 12.
A 12. I don't know if we're not. We'll see if it's enough. She takes another half step back, and you can see the 2 daggers in her hand. It's a puzzle. It was rudimentary. You just play the tune back, and it just sucks you in. Oh.
The, and all Basil will say in response is the crystals. Kind of not trying to say too much, but insinuating like we could even do the same way, kind of thing. Perhaps
So
it's
you're
best if we uh, get off the street and find someplace more private to speak.
Sure. Where would you like to go?
We know a lovely garden shed.
Sounds wonderful.
That's actually a great idea.
Thank you.
Where did we
Go on, lead the way.
Sir Basil will kind of still hand on the hilt of his sword, just kind of back up to make room for her to like walk in front of him. And he'll just keep like it's still the same distance, but just his eye locked on her.
Hey, why?
As you do that, Arna's gonna kind of sidestep you, and instead of going in front, go wide to walk kind of in tandem, but like 20 feet to your left.
Okay. Head back towards the shed, I assume.
Okay. We'll cut back to Aurora. As time slows down and you hear that voice, time speeds up once more as Maitland turns to you. Oh, sorry. Time slows down, or sorry, time speeds up once more as Maitland kind of like finishing up the drinks. And as you sort of look over one shoulder, over another shoulder, any buzz of noise that you heard upon entry to the Winter's Bucks has quieted. There is no one else here. The cafe is empty. It's kind of odd actually as you try to kind of look around you, just out of the corner of your eye, the far corner. It's almost like there's a haze that only clears in that section of the cafe as you continue to look. As you do a full 360, you see that Maitland turns back to you. And in front of you, sorry, in front of you, Aurora, you see that he has made coffees, but you see 7 different cups. Oh, it crashed again. You see 7 different cups laid out in front of you. Each one has a different color Let's just do, each one has a different color, kind of like Starbucks' Christmas cups, how they're all red, but each one is a different color. You have a red, a blue, a green, yellow, purple, a silver, and a black. I'll message all of this to you. You don't have to worry about writing it down. As Maitland kind of looks at you, his eyes locking with yours, he kind of smiles for a second before everything kind of just seems to freeze. And you kind of hear in the back of your mind, 7 vessels gleam in candlelight, colors dancing, shadows tight. 4 bring ruin, 1 mild but secure. 2 hold paths the heart must endure. 1 path restores what once was lost, a brother's breath, but at a cost. The other keeps the life she knows, the present's peace, the current rose. We might have to take a breather because I lost my note because it crashed. I want to send this to you so that you don't have to worry about writing it down. So if you take 5 minutes while I troubleshoot my laptop. Sorry,
Cool,
that was
cool.
a really intense situation, but I can't really proceed otherwise.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Okay, 5 minutes and we'll be back.
Yep.
Okay.
Bedtime.
Sorry, Rory, we had to cut it there, but
Oh, that's
my
perfect.
stuff is working now, so we should be okay. So as you kind of hear this poem, um, just kind of echoing in your brain and seeing the coffees out in front of you, is there anything you want to do in this moment?
I think I'm definitely still a little bit in shock. I'm just kind of like staring at Maitland, just like soaking it all in, because he's definitely older than he ever was when I knew him, and I think I've clocked very much that this is like not real. Particularly like the journey through the campaign of like trying to bring him back, knowing like being very connected to him spiritually. But I'm also kind of lost in the fantasy, and I'm like basically struggling to find that edge of where I'm gonna fall, and I haven't landed on it yet. So I'm just kind of like stuck in awe, just kind of staring, and like it. As much as like the visions are cloudy in different areas, like kind of that fog that's loading on different sides as you're like in a video game, my mind is slipping into that haze.
Mm.
So
As you are kind of locked in this moment with Maitland sort of smiling kind of gently in front of you,
yeah.
time frozen around you is what it feels like. There's almost like a blanket over your ears as you know there should be sound, but you hear nothing.
I think I whisper into the space. What do you need the book for?
Make
How,
a
how can how can
persuasion.
how can we make this last?
Make a persuasion check for me, Rory.
That's only a 10.
10. We could be unstoppable together. You're just going to have to trust me on this. But this could be yours, exactly as you wanted. Bobby.
So do I have to just pick a cup?
There's no response to that.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, we'll cut. Oh, go
Yeah,
ahead.
I need to think a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. We'll cut back to the other group. As APOC is kind of trailing a little bit behind, he's still using the fleas to move, so it's a little bit slower than how all of you are walking. But you're able to lead Arna back to the little shed that you've come from. It's not far. But you do see her kind of like furtively glancing over her shoulder every so often, walking a little bit faster, trying to get out of the sunlight as quick as possible. As you make it to the shed, and she kind of peeks in and kind of looks at you. I'm not going in first. You go first.
Basil enters first. Kind of he holds his hands out, being like, "It's safe."
Arna's gonna slide in and put her back up against the other door. It's a double door, so she's gonna put her back up against the door that hasn't opened yet, right by the entry.
APOC, do you think maybe
He's not. He's not here
oh
yet.
APOC.
If you give him like 10 more seconds, he'll be here.
I would be asking him if he could maybe go and get Rory.
If he could go and get
Rory.
That or watch the door so she doesn't book it.
She's not gonna
You,
book it.
How do you know? She's clearly skittish.
Oh, I didn't want to go with them.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't want to go with him. Okay.
No.
APOC is not with you. Sorry, he didn't
Oh.
want to come.
No.
So it's just you and Basil with Arna. APOC,
Okay.
we'll get to you in a second.
Yeah.
Then I think then Mrs. Q, you should be standing like in the doorway.
I think you are stressing out just a little bit too much. We don't have enough information either way.
Sure, but we need to get the information out.
Okay.
Right?
Anna, we're pretty sure that this is a safe place to sort. What is it that you're willing to tell us at this point?
You see her kind of rub one hand through her feathers and she'll let her hood drop. And you can see like the damage to her feathers that's been done. As she rubs her hand up, you can also see that there are gashes along her forearm. As her sleeve falls back before she kind of like hunches back down, a dagger still in one hand, but she's put away her second. If you are real, I just want to get my brother and my sister and leave this place. I have no idea what it is. But the minute that Evie and I played that song, I landed here and she wasn't with me. So I don't know if she's still outside, or if she's gone, or if she's taken somewhere. I told her not to come, but she trailed me anyways. It feels like months ago, but I think it's only been a few weeks. Kai said he had to leave. He said he had to go somewhere to make good on a deal. He said that quite a few times, so this time I actually followed him to try and figure out what the heck was going on. And it led to here. I tried asking the people here for help, but they're not very friendly because this isn't for me. It's just been a prison. You're the first new face that I have seen here. I've clocked everyone. I've tried asking everyone. I just want to find my brother and my sister and leave.
You spoke of you spoke that Evie made a deal. What deal is this?
Not Evie. Kai, my older brother, the one who hates every fiber of you.
What deal did Kai make?
I don't know. It was years ago. It was years ago. He left. He said he heard a voice that could give us everything we wanted. We were dying on the streets of Alderheart in the roots. Because of you, I might add. So when he heard an option, he followed it and took it, and I don't know where he went because he just sort of left and then he came back and things got better. I don't know what deal he made. I don't know with who. I don't even know if it's true or not. But since then, he's had to leave every so often and come back every so often. And after the fiasco with you in our house, he wasn't quite right after that. So something has gone wrong. That's why I tailed him here. But he's not here. He's not here. I don't know.
Sir Basil will say, I'll assume like when she first mentioned because of you, you probably would have, Mrs. Q would probably have seen Sir Basil like kind of awkwardly shuffle on his feet a little bit, like, and after she finishes saying what she says, he'll respond with, he'll take a deep breath. I truly am sorry for the pain I have caused your family and what has become of what the once great House of Zogma. I'm sure there are many, many words you would love, or many pains you would love to inflict on me. But one thing is true. We are trapped. Perhaps we should put our history aside for the moment to see if we can work together to find our way out. Um, and if we can, while here, find both Kai and Evie, then we will do so. But so there is this place, this whole, if you look around, this whole place is wrong. We agree, that's one thing that is very true, and we all need to get out. We all need to find what is at the root of this place.
Just make a persuasion check to see
Okay.
how well you did on this.
Let's see.
Yes.
Come on. That's a 12.
12. Arna is very much still on guard as you say this. And as you say it, you kind of see her react. The I'm truly sorry. You see her kind of like like scoff almost a little bit. But as you say the we need to work together part, you almost see her kind of like crunch her face and like squint her eyes as a sob kind of escapes. Fine. That's fine. That's fine. I will take every bit of help that I can get. But to be clear, whether or not we find the root of this, I don't care. The minute I find Evie and Kai, we are gone.
Understood. Um, you said that you've been here for weeks. While here, you must have noticed something amiss, something strange. There has to be, if this place is an illusion, then there has to be a weak point. Has anything stood out to you as unusual?
I mean, you want what's unusual. I don't know what this place is. All right, I don't recognize this. I've spent the majority of my life in Alderheart, okay? But if you want unusual, it seems pretty uncanny that you are the general of this place, captain of the perch guard or whatever. Isn't that your whole dream? Or unusual, maybe a giant statue of you in the middle of this place? You know, Winter's Bucks is very much an Alderheart thing. You want unusual? I don't know this place well, but that seems quite unusual to me. Based on everything I know about Alderheart.
Have you noticed any glitches in the illusion?
I'm just picturing like the Matrix.
Yeah.
It's like
Deja
Moment
vu.
when
any
things,
deja vu, like
things repeat, or there's a pattern that's too consistent or not consistent enough.
You see Arna kind of think for a second. I know that this is an illusion. I get it. I do. But this doesn't feel like an illusion. There is a day and a night here. Everyone goes out into the fields to farm their turnips or whatever, to farm the orchard, like with fruit. There are people that come for the markets. Like there are events here. This plays out. I know this is an illusion because it has to be. I get it. But it's not. It's not. This is, it's a reality of some sort. I don't know if you can break this illusion or not, but like, is this your dream? Is this something for you? Are you expected here? You are the only new thing since I have been here. You're the only new thing.
It does feel like this place is somewhat catered to our group. Perhaps that means that now we are here, we'll be able to find the weak point.
So Basil will look over to Mrs. Q and say, um, if here in this place you were deemed as you are worshipped, maybe we should look further into that. Same thing with if here I'm looked at as and he'll say exaggerated like a general, then perhaps that is one place we should definitely look into.
One thing I do know, if they think that my dream is to have a statue of myself, they are very sorely mistaken. A commemorative garden, perhaps, or a vegetable show named after me, that would have been much better. A statue? I am an old lady, and it shows every wrinkle.
It sounds to me that they are playing off of, or whoever is control of this place is playing into perhaps who we once were, not who we are now. That shows that they don't know everything about us.
Exactly.
That this illusion might just be we might be able to shatter it.
Anna, if you are open to it, there are 2 more in our group, 3 more actually, all of which have some very unique skills that may be able to help us find Abby and
Yeah,
hide.
I know your group. Don't forget.
What's
We
that?
all went toe. I know your group. We all went toe to toe. Don't forget.
Yeah, we thought.
True. Well, one of us looks a little different now, and one might have grown a centimeter or 2. But otherwise, we should find them and try and come up with a plan.
Sounds good. I guess I should also mention there's one more thing you should know there, Basil. Your other 2 sisters are here too. Sage, lemongrass and lavender. They ain't too happy with you, so maybe you want to tackle that first. And we're gonna cut over to APOC.
Okay,
Dude.
Ooh.
this is crazy, man. This is crazy.
Sorry,
Oh.
we're jumping around a bit, guys. There's a lot of
Yeah.
downtime for a few of you, but I
That's all right.
appreciate it.
Hey, 80,
This is so good.
80
Oh,
sessions
wow.
for it to like culminate on this. I love it.
Split the party. We were in the center of town, so I guess I'm trying to keep my eye out for something familiar like the Sunny Silkworm Inn or the Spice Rack, places that we've been before. Like, does anything catch my eye?
So you see, I'm gonna let your perception check from before roll because
Yeah.
this is kind of alluding to it.
Mhm.
So you see the buildings you recognize as
Yeah.
these things. However, they're not shops. Like you see the familiar facade,
Yeah.
but you don't see. They look like homes, like abodes.
Okay.
Like there's a locked door. You see a family come out of one and close and lock the door behind them.
Okay.
So they don't look like the shops you recognize.
Okay.
You definitely notice the new things, the Winter's Bucks that
Yeah.
weren't there, the Build-A-Bear that wasn't there, the orchard that wasn't there, the gardens that weren't there, the barracks that wasn't there.
I guess I'll go check out the Build-A-Boar.
That's not what I said, but that's way better. I
The
should have
Build-A-Boar?
done that. Okay. You want to go check out the Build-A-Boar?
Yeah.
I'm so mad I didn't think of that. That's so annoying.
And Epoch's headed
okay.
to Build-A-Boar.
The Build-A-Boar.
It's
Okay.
like the apothecary all over again. Yeah.
When you squeeze and they go, check out my Borlog.
Squeeze, or is it like a pull cord on the back?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so the Build-A-Boar is up in the boughs, so it's not on the ground level, it's up in the
Okay.
perch. So you find one of the like
I
bridge
slowly hover up.
staircases. You slowly hover up, even cooler. And as you kind of step off of your fleas onto the like rope bridge in front, that little servant girl with her mom are exiting. Um, and she is clutching a little like yeah, why not? She's clutching a little like baby boar. It's really really cute. It's like pink with little purple hair all over it. And the other hand is clutching her mom's hand, and she sees you kind of hover and land. She goes, "Whoa, Mama, Mama, he's this!" and holds up her little boar. Cool.
Don't do drugs.
Mama, what are drugs?
When did he go in and record all these lines?
As the mother kind of like, thank you, said Apoc. I'm gonna have to explain that one now. Come along, dear.
There's a Winter's bucks right there. These are all drugs. Okay, bye.
Bye. Have a good day. Bye, mister.
Can I walk into the store awkwardly? Because I don't know what that just was.
It's a kid with a new toy. Obviously, that's how kids act.
Yeah.
Um,
Apoc's just taking it back.
so as you walk into the store, there's only one other customer in there, another servant, younger girl servant. As you kind of take a look around and you see all of the little outfits hanging on one wall. You see all of the little stuffed animals just waiting to be filled on the other wall. You see a like older looking what they call it, strig, an older looking strig, a barn owl, so the little heart shaped face with a little permanent smile, who's just neatly stocking the shelves, and you see them waddle over to the servant. They have a little exchange before he waddles over to you. Sir Apoc, it's so good to see you in this town. You're not who we were expecting, though.
Okay, why are you calling me Sir Apoc? Let's cut this.
But that is your name.
No, my name is Apoc.
My apologies, sir. We before you left, you always went by Sir Apoc, so that's just what we went with. But Apoc,
Why is there a statue of Mrs. Q in the center of town? Can you tell me?
Rosemary?
Yeah.
Rosemary is our guiding light, the voice of our community. How you've lived here for a few years now. How
No,
did you
no,
not know
no,
that?
no, 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 none of this. Cut the crap.
Sir, I don't understand. Apoc, sorry, I don't
Just
understand.
you trust me, right? You can be straight with me.
Yes, of course.
Hey, why does she have three divots in her head? Like for a gem or something? That statue?
I don't know if I know what you mean.
They're like glowing pink. You don't notice that?
Make make a perception check here.
Ooh. Perception. That's a 12.
That's a 12.
Yeah. Wait. Oh, no, 12. Do it. 12. I don't want to do anything just yet.
Okay, hold on. Sorry, I just gotta check something here. Give me a second. Okay, you're close enough. Um, as you're talking to him and he's talking to you, you see that he's also got, as does everybody here, a replica of the little stone hanging around his neck.
Yeah.
You don't see it at first. You kind of came in blazing hot, but as you're
Yeah.
saying the glow, you do see the necklace around his neck kind of light up
Yeah.
and go out. That same pink hue. I'm not sure I know what you mean.
Can I see that? Can I see that necklace?
Well, where's yours?
What do you mean, where's mine?
Well, we all, of course you can see it, of course, but if you lost it, we can replace it. Everyone here has it.
I go invisible.
Oh,
Nice.
oh, 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 who, It can be replaced. I will just tell Quill. I'll just tell Quill. I'll just tell Quill. And you see him kind of flustered leave the shop.
I come back. Okay, I didn't expect that reaction, but all right.
How long were you invisible?
Well, I mean, enough to see him panic and run out. Can I just take a look at the necklace and like try and examine it closer?
Investigation check.
Yeah.
Very, very cool.
What is the investigation? Oh my God. Okay, I'm gonna re-roll this one. Using the necklace, the other ability that it has. Yeah. The Eye of Starsight, once you wear it, you can re-roll the result, but you have to do it before the outcome.
Okay.
So it wasn't that one.
Ooh, brutal.
Now it is a 10 plus investigation. 3, so 13.
Bobby thinks that's good. As you're sitting there, like really looking at this, it looks and feels just like a stone. There's nothing special about it, except for the fact you remember from Brackenmill, everyone had kind of like a jagged piece, like imperfect. Even Mrs. Q's stone around her neck is an imperfect, jagged piece of rock. It's small, but it's like someone hacked it off with a chisel.
Yeah.
This is perfect.
Perfect stone
This is
necklaces.
intentional. This is carved. This is
Interesting.
artistic. This is perfect.
Huh. Okay. I'm gonna walk out and I'm gonna head back to the group.
Before you do, as you were examining this,
Yeah.
you hear the voice of the young servant that's also in here.
Hmm.
Stealing is wrong, you know, APOC. As you look up and you recognize the face of Emrys.
Oh, Emrys.
She's clutching what looks like a very well-worn Cordelia to her chest, and she looks tired.
Do you have one of these stone necklaces too, Emrys?
We all do. All of us.
Does it look like this or is it jagged?
It looks like that.
Huh.
Where's Elle? You're not supposed to be here.
Elle's sleeping. It's been a long day.
Deception check.
She hasn't had her coffee yet.
Yeah, she hasn't had her coffee yet. I didn't think I was gonna be lying. I was just trying to cover for Elle, but here we are. Deception, that is a 18.
You're not supposed to be here, APOC. This is for Elle.
Where's your parents?
They're gone. You know that. Where's Elle, APOC?
She's where she needs to be.
Where's Elle, APOC? Where's Elle? As Emirates just starts to run towards you, what do?
I run away. I don't want to fight a kid.
Just make me a quick acrobatics check.
God.
As Emrys kind of comes towards you, like clutching Cordelia in one hand, a claw outstretched with the
Oh,
other.
Jesus. That's a 10.
That's a 10. So I don't think she hits you, unfortunately, but you kind of feel like the claws kind of run down her. It's odd, though. She wasn't that close to you,
Okay.
but you almost feel like
Huh.
she doesn't have claws necessarily, but what you feel are claws scraping you.
Okay.
As you are able to kind of sneak out and slam the door. And if you are looking through the window again, what you see is Emrys just back at looking at all of the new stuffies.
Okay, so that was weird. And yeah, I'm gonna head back, I guess, looking for Rory, because I heard the other two take off towards the barn that we were at.
We'll jump back to Rory. As you are faced with these 7 colored coffees in front of you, is there anything you'd like to do?
There's a few things I'd like to do.
Okay, good,
Um,
good. Let's do it.
Okay. Uh, all right. Well, I think the first thing I'd like to figure out is, do I feel like we are on the like our own plane of existence? Let's start there. Or are
Do
we somewhere else?
How are you trying to determine this?
I don't know. That's your job.
You've got some experience with this. No, it's
Mhm.
fair. You've got some experience with this. Sorry, I
Like we're
just
definitely in a world that I know is fake based on what we have. It feels so real and lifelike. Is this like some illusionary space, or like, I guess I'm trying to figure out, do I feel like am I on the same plane?
yeah. If so, this is going to be an Arcana check.
Okay, cool. We're good.
Oh no.
Okay.
Okay.
That was a 2. Um,
As far as you know,
all
this is
right.
weird, man.
So, I'm looking to Maitland. I don't want to lose you again, but I know you're not real. I've come to peace once, and I don't have to come to peace again. I think the choice before me is going to be a grave one, and I apologize ahead of time. Of the 7 cups that stand here, I believe 4 are poisoned. Um, one of them is going to do nothing, which leaves 2 choices: bring you back or let you go. Um, I think the green one's poison. I think the black one's poison. I think the yellow one is next to the green one, which is a safer choice, but I don't think it's the safest choice. I think blue is the neutral one, which leaves me with red, purple, and silver. But the true one, I believe, is between 2 bad options. Um, so I think I'm gonna grab the silver cup, and I take the red cup and hand it to Maitland.
Maitland is like stock
Oh, he's
still,
frozen. Okay,
like
he's not
frozen,
moving.
looking at you with
Okay,
just a sly smile on his face.
I'm gonna take the silver cup, which is I think number 6, and this was nice. I'm gonna cherish this, but I know it's not real, and I'll just drink the silver cup.
Yo.
Damn.
As you do, and you kind of like close your eyes and take a sip from the cup. It is coffee. It's one of the best coffees you've ever had. And as you
False. I
kind
didn't make it.
of the second best coffee, and you clock that like he still has some work to do.
Mhm.
The noise returns to your ears, the hub of the cafe, as your eyes are still closed, taking this sip. You hear the hub of the cafe, the music returning, the voices, the chatter, the espresso machine going. And you kind of open your eyes, and in front of you is a very short raptor who can just see over the counter standing where Maitland was. And you see I think 3 other drinks that you ordered in front of you already on a tray. And the raptor goes, sorry, Miss Rory, there's someone behind you, but are you good? Did you need anything else? Are you all okay?
I think just a single tear, and then a couple more tears, and
Oh,
I just, without saying a word, I take the drinks and slide over, letting them get their coffee. Um, I actually think I'll just collapse and just like sit there for a moment crying.
since the raptor can't necessarily see you over the counter, she goes, well, thanks for visiting. Always nice to see family, and you made a good choice with your drinks, okay?
Yeah, I just sob.
We
Okay.
will cut back to Mrs. Q, Basil, and Arna. As Arna has mentioned, seeing lavender and lemongrass. I'd like I'd like both of you to make a perception check for me, please.
Uh, 10.
Okay, Mrs. Q.
6.
Okay. So Mrs. Q, unfortunately, you don't hear this, but Basil, being a little bit closer to the door next to Arna, you start to hear like some. Yeah, I saw her go in here. Yeah, she's back. She's back. Yes, of course she's back. She said she was gonna come back. She always comes back. Of course she is. She's just. This is as foretold. Like we know this. This is great. This is perfect. Okay, let's just wait. Shh. She's gotta come out soon. Shh. You hear that on the other side of the door.
Um, Sir Basil will kind of go up and pull Mrs. Q in further into the barn and just say, um, I think you being here is attracting too much attention, and he'll kind of like still be trying to keep an ear out for like if he's hearing any more chatter, but he'll then say to Mrs. Q, "Is there any way you can disguise yourself?" It probably would be to our advantage, and he'll look over Arna for us to go a little more under the radar, so to speak.
She has an idea. Well, first she says, "Did this sound hostile?"
No, but
Just
I
interested.
I'm thinking, and he's kind of like looking around past Mrs. Q, kind of over out the door. I'm thinking we're attracting a little too much attention outside.
Um, she agrees. She looks around to see what is available in the shed. For example, a nice pack-a-mac or something,
What?
like a big raincoat, something like a when it's raining, like a poncho. Well, you know when you're out in the garden and you get stuck and you need to make it into the house, but you don't have the coat. You have like your garden coat.
Yes.
Thank you.
Go ahead and make an investigation check if you're looking for something to disguise yourself with, I'll say.
Investigation. That is a 11.
An 11. You're looking around, you don't see anything full body coverage. There are like the sacks of soil, there's like a few kind of empty sacks lying around, like we're talking burlap sacks here. This is more so just like a tool shed. There's nothing nice or clothing of any kind, unfortunately.
Yeah.
You do a pretty thorough sweep.
Mhm.
No problem.
If not, we could possibly use the whole like general city guard thing. It's like to get them away from us.
That's an option. It wasn't what I was gonna do.
Okay.
Pretty sure this will work. Mrs. Q like peeks through, I don't know, like a gap in the boards to see who's outside, and then casts thaumaturgy to create an instantaneous sound that originates from a point of my choice within range. So I cause a voice to say, "Wait, she's over there, 30 feet away."
Nice.
I like it. Okay.
That's nice.
Go ahead and make a performance check with advantage, Mrs. Q.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Very cool.
That is a 17.
17. As that voice rings out to Basil, you hear, "Oh, she's over where? Oh, she's over. Oh, we gotta go. We gotta go. Yes, there she is. There she is. I see her tail." and you start to hear like feet start to patter away. You do also hear a few like yelps, like, "Oh, there's no need to push. We're all gonna get there. It's okay. Ow, stop it! Don't worry. We're all gonna get there. Ow, hey!" As the crowd, or however many folks outside, appeared to have been fooled by Mrs. Q's thaumaturgy.
Mhm.
Very creative. I love it.
So Basil will just kind of like crack the door open a little bit, take a look outside, and if it's clear, he'll say, "Coast is clear. Best to be as inconspicuous as we can."
Do you still have your cloak?
I do.
Can I borrow it?
Sure. So Basil gives Mrs. Q his cloak, but then it's a billowing cloak, so it'll just be, you know.
I mean, I'll just. Oh well, there's always twine in a garden shed. I just twine myself a little belt to go around so it only billows at the bottom.
Perfect. So you took a gerbean sized cloak.
It's more just like a bandana on your head.
Yes. It is, I think it goes maybe to like mid back. Doesn't quite cover all the way around, but a little bit. As you see Arna kind of like, you know what? It's fine.
It has a hood, right?
Yes.
It does have a hood, yeah.
She's not the only hedge in town. I could be some other elderly hedge.
You could be. In my experience, they're gonna figure it out real quick, but
You can't disguise yourself.
No.
Okay. That's right.
where is it you'd like to go here? Like what?
We need to find our people. We need to find APOC and Aurora. And we need to see if they have noticed anything untoward about this place. A place where we can start to look.
Okay. So you want me to stick together with you?
You want to leave me?
No, fine. Sir Basil will stay with Mrs. Q.
So are we leaving the shed or not?
Yes.
Definitely leaving the shed.
Rory mentioned you wanted to go to the Winter Bucks.
Perfect. Right. Because they have just the best coffee around. Let's go. As Arna will kind of take a peek out and pull her hood back up and walk out of the shed. You were out of the Build-A-Boar, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So as you are kind of leaning over, catching your breath for a second, you do see your friends leaving the shed. Keep in mind, like this is a two-tiered city, very much a semicircle. The shed is kind of on one side, the statue of Mrs. Q in the middle. So from the vantage point at the top, you do get a good view of the city, plus like part of the plains, the savannah around here. But you do see your friends. Aurora, you are still in the Winter's Bucks, so you do not. Is there anything you'd like to do?
I mean, just heading to Bucks as well, just to see what's going on.
So easy enough. You all meet up. Arna kind of gives you a little bit of a look again, but kind of a very curt nod. Are you gonna go in and find your friend?
It better not be me.
Mr. Basil enters and tries to look for Rory.
As you enter, you do see a cluster of humble folk and bird folk combined. They were initially kind of at a table. They're dressed in matching garb and they are lightly armored. As you see them come in, as they see you come in, one of them catches your eye and goes, "Oh, sir!" And they all kind of stand up to attention, sort of knocking their coffees off of the table or just shaking the table a bit before they all salute you as you walk in. "General, it's good to have you back. We have a few reports for you."
So Basil will slip them back and say, "At ease, soldiers. I have some business that I need to attend to at the moment. I'll gather the reports from you later. But for now, if you would be so kind, I think I would like this establishment cleared out.
Uh,
Could you escort all the
Civilians.
out of the building, please?
uh,
And
sir, yes, absolutely, sir. Yes, yes, of course.
I said
Um,
now, and then
yes, sir.
and
As they
as he's doing it, he's trying to like clearly look for Rory.
as they go and start shuffling people out, it's easy enough to find Aurora kind of like curled up, shoulders kind of sobbing on the ground, her big butterfly wings standing out behind her. She's been given a wide berth by the lineup at the cashier. The small raptor sort of scuttling around, trying to ask the soldiers what's wrong. Easy enough to spot her.
Yeah. Basil runs up, seeing her state, will like rest his hand on her arm and say, Rory, what is this? Who's done this to you?
What's it all for, Basil?
What do you mean by that?
Why do we keep going?
He'll kind of taken back by that question and kind of just reflecting on his own path. That's probably a question that he has asked himself many a time, especially of, like his family and his past. And he'll just say, because despite how hard or terrible things have been, I need to believe that it can be better. And so we push on forward.
It's just so hard when the only thing that we really wanted is already lost.
Sometimes,
How do you find that new thing? How do you find hope?
APOC enters.
sometimes the hope you need is not what you think you're looking for. And it has a way of showing up and entering your life when you least expect it. Kind of like how this group, this family has been for me, and he'll kind of just like squeeze your arm a little bit. There's always hope, Rory. I have to believe that.
And pick myself up a little bit. Thanks, General.
He'll be like, "Ah, General," but he'll say, just give me a little salute, like, thank you. And I guess seeing APOC come in, he'll um, walk over to APOC.
Guys, I think there's traps in this town for us. Uh, I was just at the Build-A-Boar, and I mean, they were looking for L in there. Uh, Emerus freaked out and attacked me because I was an L. You guys see anything weird here? Like, I don't know. This something's super off with this illusion.
Make a quick perception check for me, please.
Sure. 16.
16. So before you walked in, you started seeing the customers kind of filing out, and even as you walked forward, you clock another necklace that glows
Yeah. Okay.
and recedes after 5-6 seconds.
Who's wearing it?
Just one of the patrons, a luma, so a dove pigeon.
Does everybody have these?
You see that everybody has these necklaces, but you only clock one that has glowed.
Ooh. Is that Luma working here? Or was the
So they were getting cleared out by
Huh.
the soldiers. You kind of clock it in the lineup, but right before you enter and join
Gotcha.
this conversation.
that Luma's necklace. Is it like the one I'm holding? Where it's glowing and or was that I didn't see that with this necklace. That was Emerson's necklace that was glowing.
No, so the necklace you
Sorry.
have in your hand
Yeah.
is from the proprietor of the
Yes.
Build-A-Boar shop. And it's like a lightning bug. It's like a whatever those bugs are called.
Okay.
Fireflies, where it glows
Yeah.
and then it stopped. It hasn't glowed since.
Okay. But the proprietors was doing that.
The proprietors did one glow,
Gotcha.
stopped, and you clocked
Yeah.
Aluma's necklace doing the same thing as they
Okay.
left. So glow and then stop
Interesting.
right before you entered and joined this conversation.
Okay. Okay.
That same pink hue that you noticed on the statue, that you noticed in your hand, it's all the same.
Okay. But they're not all glowing pink. It's just
Not all
Okay.
of the necklaces are glowing
Mm.
pink.
Right. I think once I turn from Basil to see APOC walk in, it's almost like Aurora's defenses drop a little bit, and I run over to you, and I just throw my arms around you and kiss you.
So Basil will be like, whoa.
I know it's probably an illusion, but I think the thing that I've been searching for the most told me that don't waste what I have in front of me.
holy crap.
And
I
and,
can't
and honestly,
confirm.
I'm glad Elle's not here to draw it in her stupid little book.
That's gonna lose her mind.
Yeah, but we're gonna have to tell her at some point, right?
Sure, but I'm done playing the long game.
No.
I imagine as you guys like sort of separate, you just see like Basil in between me is like, like what?
That's so cute.
He'll kind of and then you were asking about anything that we saw that was um
Oh, one second.
Dude, give them a second.
Just totally.
No, we both turned to Basil and like just let's go. Okay.
But dude, you just
So Basil doesn't know what to do with himself. He's just like,
The general says we gotta go. We gotta go.
Yeah, I guess we gotta
Hey,
go.
Fuck, what were you saying?
No, moment's ruined.
oh, shit.
Oh, we're never gonna hear it.
Love it.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
built that. It would have been beautiful. Socially awkward Basil.
Yeah, just like
You got one chuckle out of Bobby.
I assume Sir Basil will probably just go to the door, crack it open, call Mrs. Q and Arna in, so they're all together, and he'll explain to Rory and Apoc the situation with Arna, that she's apparently real, that both Kai and Evie are here, but are nowhere to be seen and lost, and that it seems like these illusions are built off of someone's idea of what our desires are. Me being a general, Mrs. Q being worshipped with a statue of grandeur and whatnot. And that possibly there may be ways to poke through these illusions if we investigate.
I guess that's why Emerson and Cordelia were at the Build-A-Board waiting for Elle, because maybe they thought Elle wanted a stuffed animal like Cordelia.
Exactly.
Did Emerus say anything to you?
Yeah, she screamed Elle at me and almost killed me.
So dramatic.
Excellent. Well, you did just clear out a coffee shop for us to search.
Well,
Could we see if there's any clues in here?
you can.
Presumably this is part of one of the illusions.
Speaking of clues, can you take a look at this, Mrs. Q? And I give her the necklace. This is a fake, right?
Absolutely, there's only one. She pulls the one out from within her dress.
You can visibly see how different these two are.
Yeah. Should we destroy these? It's got some magic in it. Maybe they're creating the illusion?
Mrs. Q takes a closer look at the stone to see if she notices anything magically about it. It's just, or if she recognizes it from somewhere.
If you're trying to determine if there's anything magical about it, Mrs. Q, give me an Arcana check.
Can do. $19.
19. So as you're holding it in your hand and like you feel the weight, it is here. This is real. This thing exists. You're kind of tracing it over, you're looking at it. You like you spent some time bonding with your amulet. You know how magical the thing around your neck is. You don't get that kind of a magic from this. There's maybe like a little bit, like you sense that there's something there, but like a fraction. The more you trace the stone though, the more you get a sense like this is the same shape as the giant crystal that we're in right now. It's the exact same shape. You think. It's hexagonal, there's 6 sides, it comes to a point at the end. Very, very, very similar. It's smooth, it's carved, it's got a hint of magic to it.
She relays this back to the group saying, this doesn't have any real power to it at all. Its power is only in that it represents the crystal. It is just sort of carries its image. But I can't seem to, nothing about it indicates that it has anything more than that. But did anything happen to the person that you took this from?
Oh, they freaked out and left. They wanted to get a new one.
Arna pipes up. Yeah, I've stolen a few of those too.
Okay.
They get really pissed off when you do.
Yeah.
But when you destroy it, nothing happens. I tried.
I believe her.
Roll an insight check.
Insight is 9.
9. I don't think she's lying.
Okay.
Hard to tell.
All right.
Okay. Well, I'm not quite sure why this is represented. If whoever created this illusion knows Quill, and then they know the stone, then they know that it doesn't look like this. So the fact that they didn't keep it consistent makes me wonder if there is something happening here that we don't know about. That maybe it connects the illusions to the story it's trying to tell. But that's speculation.
Mrs. Q saw the 3 divots in the statue, correct? It was just Basil who didn't see it.
I think so.
You noticed it, Mrs. Q. You noticed there were 3 divots glowing pink. Apok got the closest look at the divots.
Yeah.
Basil, you did not see it.
Yep. Okay.
Did the divots look like keys? Like a keyhole or something?
The divots, you mean?
Yeah, like they look like something should be put in them.
You rolled a high, you didn't get a close look at the divots. Like you were not up eye level to them, but you noticed them because they were the only thing different about the statue, which was otherwise so perfect to your visage. That's why they stood out. Whether they're keys or not, you really can't tell, but they were noticeably different.
Okay.
As you are all kind of sitting in the coffee shop thinking about it, you hear the door kind of slam open. As it like ricochets off it swings all the way and ricochets off the window. And you see two figures walk in, two Gerbeans, as the one in front kind of puts their hands on their hips.
There they are.
Really, Basil? You get everyone out of a coffee shop? What is your deal? As
Uh,
you come face to face with Lemongrass, who is
well,
looking furious,
yeah.
and Lavender behind her.
Oh, okay.
Um,
How does Lavender look?
so Lavender kind of has like her arms sort of like kind of hugging her a little bit. She's standing behind, being the older sister, is standing behind Lemongrass.
Yeah.
She's got a little bit of a scowl on her face. She kind of like has her eyes flick up to you and kind of look down and shake her head.
Realize no, obviously because of everything, knowing that this is an illusion. Sir Basil's gonna play into it. So he's gonna kind of stand up straight, walk up to them, and just say, um, Lemongrass, this is official city guard business. I can't divulge why.
Of
I'm
course
afraid
he
I'm not
is.
able to tell you why, but
Of course you're not.
requirement
Always the same. Always the same. You're always making decisions for you and not for anybody else in this community.
for
Always
me.
the same.
I act as general of the guard. I'm doing this for the city.
Really? And whose decision was it again to wear all of these dumb things so that we could identify our community? Whose decision was that? Right? It was
Remind me
for
again.
you. Are you serious right now? That was your decision. You made us do that. You wanted all of these as like identification so we know when there's like not our people here. It was for safety, you said. Come on, Basil. You only want to make life easier for you. You don't care about anybody else here. The gardens being on the outside of the city, the most fertile soil's on the inside of the city. We know that. But it's easier to defend the city if you don't have to worry about plants. Man, come on.
If you dislike the necklace so much, by all means, and he'll hold out his hand. I'll take them off your hands.
You're just gonna arrest us if we take it
Th-
off.
Lemongrass, you are my sister. Despite what um, bad history we have between us, I would not arrest you. We are family after all, even if it doesn't always feel that way. This is an honest gesture. I'll take the necklace. You don't have to wear it if you don't want to.
Make a persuasion check.
Persuasion is 10. I have not rolled amazing at all.
10.
hmm
You see Lemongrass visibly kind of fighting back and forth before she like grabs a hold of the necklace, rips it off, and kind of throws it at your feet. You want to know the dumbest part? Dad's not even gonna believe me when I tell him this. He's just so happy to have a son who's a general in the Perch Guard. I'm going back to school. This is ridiculous. To think I ever moved out here to support the farming. That was your invitation, by the way, before you went all crazy 5 years ago.
Crazy?
Yeah, controlling, making decisions. You let the power go to your head.
Power can do that to people.
Yeah, no kidding.
Perhaps I was wrong. He'll kneel down and pick up the necklace. And he'll even say to Lavender, if you would like to not wear it as well, I will take it. And extend his hand as well to Lavender.
Lavender kind of like looks at the one around her neck. She sort of looks at Lemongrass. Are we really gonna leave? And Lemongrass just kind of like scoffs and shakes her head. I think it's high time we did. And Lavender kind of like nods, pulls it off, kind of like puts it on the table next to her.
So Basil will say, I will make sure that no guard um, bothers you. You have my word.
They're not gonna find us. As Lemongrass reaches over and grabs onto Lavender's hand, and she kind of like snaps her fingers, and they both go invisible. And all you hear is, "Bye forever, Basil. Don't call." Before you hear the door slam behind you, behind them.
Mhm. Basil knows it's an illusion, but hearing that, you just visibly see his chest just sink. And he'll just say, even though no one's there to hear it, he'll say, I love you. And I'm sorry. He'll turn, pick up the other necklace, and then go back to the group.
All of you except for Basil, since Basil had kind of walked ahead, you all see Arna kind of crumble a little bit as well at this exchange. I told you they were here. I told you it was bad.
You weren't lying.
Do you have any idea how much the real Lavender's pissed off at you, but she's not going to say it? You
So
know, after
the real what?
the real Lavender, the one outside back in Alderheart. You know that after you told her to run, after our encounter, she never left Alderheart? She didn't believe you. But she never looked at me the same after that. I couldn't even come to help. And she needed it. I don't know if you knew that.
I didn't.
You're welcome. I guess we both have a little bit in common. Getting crushed by that.
Basil will say, yeah, perhaps we do have something in common. I don't know if there is anything I can do when we finally make it out of here to make things right, especially between you and Lavender, you and my family. I know, I know I have made things terrible, but if there's something I can do, I will do it. Um, I
As you
think that,
say that, Basil,
mhm.
the world goes into bullet time. As you hear a voice in your head. It's not so easy being the hero, is it? Let me help you. We could be great together. And we'll end there for tonight.
Ooh.
Cool.
Really cool.
Oh man, this is crazy.
Great session. Thanks so
Yeah,
much.
wow.
Wow,
Dude.
good job.
Yeah, you played into the backstories and like
I'm so impressed.
the like the desires so well. Like, oh my gosh. Yeah. There was like so many moments just like, yo, I wish this was a movie. I'm like, you can almost watch. So great.
That was awesome.
Eric, just get our subscribers up because then it might turn into a really shitty book.
Well, don't
That
forget
might
to
then
like and
become a
subscribe,
movie.
everybody. Thanks for watching. We'll call it there.
Smash that button.
And I guess I'll throw a little shout out to was it my Mute Xylo who suggested that I take the silver one. So
Oh.